8 data pairs were collected, and basically it's asking you to calculate SSXY, SSX, B1, B0, and the regression equation. For this, you will need to have a formula sheet with the following formulas. So let's see. You will need stuff like this one. Let's just put it here. Okay. And you will also need the formula for these. And I guess that's it. You get the B1 and B0 from there, and the regression equation is just B0 plus B1 x1. And you could also get a question for finding the correlation coefficient R, but this question, it doesn't ask you that, so that's all you do. All right, so let's try SSX, this one. So let's just do one by one. Let's try SXY. SS means sum of squares. And in our case, sum of xy is this value here, minus, it's a product of two things, 5, 7, 8, times 606.4. And then you divide this by n, and n is 8 data pairs, so divide this by 8. Okay, so that this is the value of n. Okay. So all right. Now let's put this into the calculator. 311,011.8 minus 578 times 606.4 divided by 8. Enter, you get 267,199.4. 267.199.4. Okay. Now for SSX, you need to use this formula. And in our case, sum of x squared is this. And then minus, you have to square the sum of x squared, 578 squared. Then you divide this by the number of items, so that's what it is. Because of the order of operations, I think it's easier if you just put 578 times 578 rather than 578 squared. So that's what I'll do. You have 39900 minus 578 times 578 divided by 8. And you get negative 1860.5. Negative 1860.5. Okay. Now you have to find B1. So let's try to cut here. Okay, so we have a formula for B1 and a formula for B0. Let's do one by one. Now we have computed these two values, so apparently all you have to do is just divide the two. Very convenient. And by the way, the negatives sometimes doesn't go well with the calculator, so I'll just divide by the positive 1860.5, but then put the minus later. So remember, this outcome will be a minus, and then we have 267,199.4 divided by 1860.5, and you get 143,617. Okay, and now for the B0, it's equal to sum of y over n, so 606.4 divided by n, which is 8, minus of the negative 143.617, and then times sum of x is 578, and then you divide this by 8 also. Okay, so let's again put this into the calculator. 606.4 divided by 8 minus, actually minus will be plus, right? So we can actually do plus 143.617, and then times, let me go to the end, times 578 divided by 8, 606.4 divided by 8 plus 143.617 times 578 divided by 8, and that gives you 10452. Point, what's the value? It's 13. It says 2 decimal places, so I'll just put 13, and this one just put 2. Okay, so we know the B0 and B1, and now the regression equation is y hat equals to B0 plus B1 x 1. So therefore we have negative 10452.13, and then plus, actually minus 143.62 x. And if it's a multiple linear regression, then you need x1, x2, so you need a subscript. But since this is a simple linear regression, you just have one single predictor. So in this case, you don't have to put the x sub 1.